Benue residents living along the plain of River Benue have expressed fears of a possible flood disaster waiting to happen following warnings from government agencies that it could happen anytime soon. Flooding has been a perennial problem in almost all the 23 local government areas of Benue State, if not all. At least a sheer number of the local government are affected. Some of the local governments are Makadi, Gwa West, Agatu, among others, with destructions of farmlands, properties and foodstuff. Correspondent Gabriel Odia, who visited some of the flood-prone areas in Makadi, reports that some of the residents in the areas expressed worries over destruction of their properties, farmlands by flood, and people coming to steal from their houses, but say since they are not aware of the impending flood as a result of the opening of Lakdo Dam in Cameroon, they are prepared, but prayed it does not happen.
We don't know what to do. We are praying to God to intervene. And I will pray that God will enable us to move when the water comes to where we will go and be living and waiting.
Last year was very, very terrible. When the rain came here, we thought it was going to go back, but we stayed for some time. And then before we know it, the whole thing just full everywhere. So we had to pack out. And packing out, we had no place to stay. So we had to look for places to squat with other people. It was so embarrassing and so terrible, but we had to cope with it.
Last year, I think at about this time last year, it was such that we couldn't stay around. Some of us, we had to take our things out of this place. The flood was such that we couldn't stay. We left. It's a very serious issue. Just yesterday evening, because I'm staying with a friend, we had to go somewhere around school axis to look for an accommodation. And we are told that I think the rent there is about 270, and we are planning on paying so that we could relocate from this place to that place. Though our rent here is still yet to get.
The residents said the challenge most of them have is moving to a safe area and exploring other social networks such as families and friends, which often comes with difficulty and cost. They called on government to provide a safer place for victims to run to when the flood eventually comes.